King Norodom had Phnom Penh's royal palace built in 1866. It was inaugurated in 1870. In compliance with sacred laws, the palace faces the east. The palace housed the royal court, the royal dancers, and the royal elephants at the turn of the century. The palace is comprised of several buildings, including the throne room, which is used for live performances. The palace exterior is painted royal yellow. Napoleon III's wife, Empress Eugenie, had a pavilion dismantled and shipped from France to Phnom Penh, where it was reconstructed in the courtyard of the royal palace. The spires of the roof's edges represent birds taking flight, carrying tortoiseshells intertwined with mythical serpents. Cambodia's traditional songs and dance go back to the 6th century. The dances are full of symbolism. Every movement, posture, and facial expression represents a specific emotion. There are some 1,165 different postures and gestures in this art, which has remained unchanged over the centuries. Each gesture is fluid and graceful. To perfect this exacting art, the dancers seem to overcome the constraints of the human body and train from early childhood to become as flexible and supple as possible. If the dancers were to be stopped at each movement in the dance, they would be able to hold themselves as still as statues. The dancers are often accompanied by a traditional orchestra made up of horizontal drums and 21 bamboo key xylophones. As the younger students practice, the older dancers carefully get ready for a performance. Each role is defined by a different costume, hairstyle, and jewelry. According to royal ritual, the color of the costumes changes from one day of the week to the next. After the young dancers have performed, it's time for the more experienced dancers to go on stage. The future dancers of the royal troupe are chosen by the professors. The shape of each dancer's body and face, as well as their overall beauty, are carefully examined before assigning them their permanent role. The preparations are finished. The dancers fill silver chalices with water lily blossoms as an offering to the god. The major themes of Cambodian dance come from local legends as well as from Indian tales, such as the Ramayana. These tales often tell of Buddha's past lives. The most important roles are given to women. Men often play the roles of animals. In Buddhism, the water lily is a sacred flower. Its lovely blossom, which opens morning and evening, is presented as an offering in the temples. The white and pink blossoms are commonly used in various Khmer art forms. Located inside the walls of the royal palace, the pagoda of the Emerald Buddha is also known